Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Chris Loves Comics. It's Friday. We finally made it. I hope you guys have found everything that you're looking for. I just want to start off by saying thank you very much to each and every one of you who has subscribed to me. It really means a lot to me. I'll be going over my books for the haul of this week, so if you haven't read your books, come back to the video after. And down below, I'm also going to put a lot of my friends who also have YouTube channels. They're really great people, and you should consider giving them a listen. But with that out of the way, let's begin. My week for my books are kind of one-sided, and by one-sided I mean I got all Marvel books. I sort of did away with my DC books. As much as I love World's Finest, I didn't really I feel like there's sort of like a disconnect with me starting to grow when it's come to just not really identifying with the characters and not really connecting with the stories. But, I may come back to DC, but also I need to start saving some money for the books are just getting crazy out of hand when it comes to pricing. But I have Marvel and Indies, so that's good for now. But with that out of the way, we'll go with Wolverine, issue number 38 by Benjamin Percy. This is a good Wolverine and Captain America team up. They're fighting Orcus, and I really like how Wolverine describes Captain America as saying that he's the bravest and saying that he's the most noblest because, in the Marvel universe, Captain America sort of symbolizes hope. He symbolizes, justice. He's just that all-around Boy Scout. Sound familiar, DC? But this was a very well done book. I guess next month they're going to go to Wakanda, and I think I saw a preview of that with Wolverine teaming up with Black Panther. Last month's episode, it was Wolverine teaming up with Hulk, so I've been enjoying these team-ups. Next up, we have X-Men Red by Al Ewing, issue number 16. This was really well done. I love the colors in this book, and I really love Storm fighting the children of Apocalypse. I really love this page. I love the oranges for the fire. And Storm's her back is against the wall, so she has activated the artifact from Judgment Day that she's going to activate Uranos. And if we all know who Uranos is, he is the father or grandfather of Thanos. So this is a really good page of him. But she ends up not activating the switch, but she does fight the Children of Apocalypse, and I guess the Children of Apocalypse have sort of, at the end, they call their dad. So I've been really liking Al Ewing's work. He has a lot of books right now. He just finished the Venom run, and I think he did a pretty good job. I think some of his stories were sort of back and forth, like with going between Dylan and Eddie, and sometimes it was a little bit lost in translation, but overall a good product. I really enjoy his X-Men Red run. It's pretty much, with that and Wolverine, it's pretty much the only X books I really read. What else? Avengers Incorporated, that's coming out next week. I'm very excited for that too. It's sort of a sleuthy look with Avengers, and you have one of my favorite Avengers, Janet Van Dyne, one of the founding members, aka Wasp. And also, I think he's writing another book, and it's escaping me at the moment. I'll think of it later. But speaking of Venom, Torunn Grunbeck is making her debut on Venom, with Black Widow having a symbiote. And I love this line. It says, but the only sound is the soft squish of brain matter yielding to symbiote teeth. So Black Widow is doing what she does, interrogating people, but she has the help of a symbiote, and they're trying to take down Alchemax. So she teams up with Dylan Brock, and she teams up with Toxin. This is some good 90s sort of slash, and I really love the artwork. Alchemax is trying to use sound to separate Toxin from the host, from Bren. And we got some good body horror over here. But I've been really enjoying this story. Next up, this reminded me of the movie. I like this Blade by Brian Hill. Blade has the sword of Lucifer, and Doctor Strange is in this book as well too. And Blade is trying. He's fighting Achilles, this sort of kingpin-ish vampire. This sort of takes you back to Blade 2, the vampires back then. But this is just a good this is just a good gory book. He's just cutting heads off and then he's separating them, and then all of a sudden, oh look, I separated myself. It's just mindless violence, and I'm all for it. You know, it's just a well done book. And this guy, sorry, I'm laughing. It's probably like he won't tell Blade the information that he needs, and then he just like splits his head wide open. Oh my goodness, this is just too much. But I'm really enjoying the story. The story. It's just a lot of good action. But Blade is fighting this who is this at the end? Sorry. Bear with me for a moment. I don't know if that's Lucifer at the end, but or first. Oh, he's fighting Lilith, and yeah, that's this. It's just a great story. Next up, Avengers by Jed MacKay. Now, I've been sort of back and forth with this. I love Jed MacKay. Don't get it twisted. Love his Moon Knight. Love his Doctor Strange. He's all around great, and I'm very excited for Vengeance of Moon Knight because we're coming across the death of Mark Spector, and I think come January it'll be the Vengeance of Moon Knight, so that'll be the new title. And the reason I've been sort of back and forth is like it's new villains, and I'm sometimes kind of iffy on new villains. It's like I prefer the old guard, you know, like Doctor Doom and Kang and what have you. But this is really well done. This is the end of the arc, and we have Thor. This was a great story. I really enjoyed it, and I think what kind of threw me for a loop too is they had the help of the Impossible City, and the masters of the Impossible City were the ones that the Avengers were fighting. And the Impossible City is a city, but it talks, so I guess that kind of threw me for a loop. I reread issues 1 through 5 before I got back to 6, and it sort of reaffirmed everything. So, and that's another reason why I've been sort of decreasing my books. I feel like I'm losing a lot of the stories, and I just can't remember. But I think right now I have like 32 titles going for a month. Before it was a lot more, but I think this is more manageable. It turns out to be like 8 to 7 books a week, so you know. But I'm really enjoying Jed MacKay's Avengers. I'm excited to see where they're going next. I guess Vision is starting to lose control. Don't know why, but that's sort of like the preview. And it says the Avengers defend the world, but the world is beginning to look unrecognizable. What has happened to Earth's mightiest heroes? So, sort of a dun 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 moment that we don't know what's happening next. But I'm really enjoying the Avengers, and this is the penultimate issue. I've been really liking David Pepos's story for Moon Knight, the City of the Dead. This is a good miniseries. He fights Mark Spector, fights Ammit the Destroyer, and it's it takes you back to Mark's mercenary past. A lot of blood and guts. This was a really good story, and Scarab is helping out Mark Spector, and I'm really enjoying. There's a lot of good dialogue with Mark Spector. And he meets his first victim, which was an accident, Dr. Peter Alluring. A lot of good back and forth, and it teaches a good story about forgiveness, and but also like in true Moon Knight, you can't have Moon Knight without some oh my god moments, and that's him crawling out of Ammit. But this was the penultimate issue, and issue 5 will be the last issue of this miniseries. I think I'm gonna try out Punisher by David Pepos. He also wrote It's Clobbering Time, which is a very good miniseries. Highly recommend it. It's Thing teaming up with Doctor Doom. I mean, that's just good fun in my opinion. but I'm going to give it a try. I know it's not, I mean, I love Frank Castle as a character. I don't even know the name of this new guy, but I'm going to give it a try. At least just get the number one issue for the sake of it being a key. But that's it. I hope you guys have enjoyed your week. It really, like I said, it really means a lot to me that you guys subscribe to me, and I love reading the comments that you guys leave. I'm going to be putting some of my friends in the description down below. I highly recommend you giving them a listen. To me, they're better. But I really appreciate it again. Have a great weekend, everyone. Next Wednesday is going to be a nice haul. I have 8 books. I have 2 indies, and I have 6 Marvel books. I'm very excited for the Marvel books. I got Hulk coming out. I'm trying to memorize. I have Invincible Iron Man, Incredible Hulk. What else? Local Man from Image Comics. That's coming next week. Red Sonja for Dynamite. I always get the cosplay covers because reasons, and that's, I think that's, there's a few other titles I'm forgetting. Oh, Moon. Oh, how could I forget? Moon Knight's coming out next week too. That's issue number 28. Issue number 30 is gonna be the last issue for the normal Moon Knight run with Jed MacKay. Then I'll go to Vengeance of Moon Knight come the new year. But take care, everyone. I'll see you soon.